Hey guys, it is 11:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. January 11:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 27th, 2023. And I've got a fetish for getting things done on the day that I hear about them. And we got like a minute and change. Now we have 1 minute left in this day. And I wanted to get this thing rolling because right now Nader El-Shami is saying, rest in peace to the woman who took her own life. And it all disgusts me so much. I'm drunk, I'm angry, and I'm going to get this thing premiered on January 27, 2023. So let's just run it. Boom. The story is this. Laneta Brown, a married mother of 5 with the youngest of her children being 3 months of age, and with a history of post-traumatic stress disorder and battling postpartum depression after having the most recent child, fell victim to believing all the lies coming from Chantal Foodie Beauty. She got on YouTube and she started white knighting for Chantal. She got tons of criticism. She couldn't deal with it. She was vulnerable and she took her own life. Immediately thereafter, Chantal is exploiting it, putting herself in the spotlight and pretending to care. I did a reaction in November of last year with which Salah and Chantal on a live with about 1,500 people watching it. Salah, at the age of about 30, told the audience to go unalive themselves. And Chantal immediately blossomed into joy at what he had said. I called them both monsters. As usual, I said they should have been removed from YouTube because I always say that Chantal exploits vulnerable people. And here's the footage.
Don't come here. Don't even chat. Don't even talk. Just kill yourself, please.
That was a pretty short clip. Perhaps we can take the time to watch it again, given that Chantal is pretending to care about one of her beezers who took her own life. Yeah, let's take a moment to run that again.
Don't come here. Don't even chat. Don't even talk. Just kill yourself, please.
Now, let's run it again. And we're going to crop it just for Chantal so we get her full reaction with the full context to go with it.
Don't come here. Don't even chat. Don't even talk. Just kill yourself, please.
While the Chantal storylines are fake, with her saying that she was beaten up, forcibly confined, and raped by Nader El-Shami, and that she brought charges, and none of it was real, every now and then on her big live streams, you get a real moment from this horrible excuse for a human. And Salah just told the audience to go unalive themselves, and immediately Chantal blossoms with joy at what he said. The problem is that vulnerable people believe this. They think that she really was beaten up. She really was forcibly confined. She really was raped. And they start to get invested and feel sorry for her. And some of them get involved, like Laneta did. And Laneta has got post-traumatic stress disorder, and was suffering, past tense, profound postpartum depression. Like, she got a baby. She got a 3-month-old baby. And she gets involved in this, makes the mistake of following this fake storyline, and she's taken her own life. I can't use the proper words because then YouTube will make this 18 plus and no one will watch it. Meanwhile, YouTube allows this thing to keep coming back. This story is for real. I'm starting to go through the proper third-party reputable reports on what happened, and what they're already making the mistake in which they're writing. They're taking the easy way. They're saying this is a case of online bullying. It's not a case of online bullying. It's a case of Chantal Foodie Beauty coming up with a crazy storyline which exploits vulnerable people, and she has a Stockholm Syndrome relationship with her fans, which is treating them like garbage, insisting that they praise her all the time, and then getting them to believe that she's this colossal victim. You know, Chantal's fake storyline, she's always at the center of a crisis, and she's always the victim, and she attracts people to get involved with it. And anyway, I'm talking too much. Here is the husband from what seems to be a Facebook video. Okay, go.
Her name's Laneta Brown, and you can look at her Facebook. We have a GoFundMe up. After y'all's videos, my wife killed herself. You consistently made fun of her. She already didn't have a good mental state, and she was trying to do one last thing to try to make herself feel better about trying to be positive about somebody that everyone's being mean to. And what y'all do, y'all attacked her. And now she's not with me anymore. I have a 3-month-old child. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 6-year-old. I have a 14-year-old and a 21-year-old. And now I'm all alone. I have no family, no nothing. So you can fuck yourselves.
I did not want to interrupt this man while he was speaking because he just lost his wife and, more tragically, the mother to his 3-month-old baby. He is lashing out at the people he believes are responsible. He is in a lot of pain, too. So I wanted to play everything that he had to say. And now I'm going to play it a second time and, with respect, react.
Her name's Laneta Brown, and you can look at her Facebook. We have a GoFundMe up. After y'all's videos, my wife killed herself. You consistently made fun of her. She already didn't have a good mental state.
Speaking to his late wife's mental state, last night I was doing a live stream, and I was making what I could out of what I said were 4 boring episodes. And during that live stream, 3 people came in there and said, little mama took her own life. And I said, I don't know who this is. I don't know what's going on. And they said, well, you know, she was supporting Chantal and you know, she got criticism and took her own life. And I said during the live stream, I haven't had time to go get my own footage yet because I have to get this published quickly before all the normal bullshit reaction channels get in here and turn this all into about online bullying. And Chantal keeps making her videos, profiting from it and putting herself in the spotlight like I say she always does. I said, if this person did that, then she was probably in a very weakened mental state. That's what I said. I was right.
And she was trying to do one last thing to try to make herself feel better.
How many times have I said that the Chantal fake story, with her portraying herself as a victim all the time, appeals to people who are vulnerable and sad and broken on the inside? I've said it tons of times. I don't pay attention to the fake fight. So the soap opera audience, for what I do, doesn't hang around here. I don't make money. I've got a tiny channel. People that just rerun clips make money. Everybody's making money out of this. French Fried Girl is capitalizing on this already today, January 27th, 2023. And French Fried Girl is a woman, and she's making money from this dead woman before she's even been buried yet. And here's another woman, Yaba, who is also making money on this shit today, and she's ignoring the real issues. You see, they're both garbage. Frenchie is making money for the wrong reasons. Yaba's making money for the wrong reasons. They don't care about the serious parts. They ignore it. Everybody's making money for the wrong reasons. Yaba is a low-life piece of shit because she is a mother and an American who gave Chantal a pass when she exploited the murders of those kids at that tragic school shooting.
If I could give my life to save every one of those children who lost their life in that shooting, I would do it. All of you Americans who think you have right to assault rifles, fuck you.
We remember what she did. She said, oh, well, you know, everybody reacted to it on Friday, and it's a Monday now. That's all you do is react to Chantal. And when I called the Adonis grocery store, Yaba put the knife in my back because it was more important that Chantal and all of her mucus she was horking up be allowed to go to a grocery store and potentially kill somebody, and maybe she did, for all we know, exposing folks to her powerful germs back then. That's okay. And another fucking thing you did, Yaba, is you gave Chantal a pass when she lured minors from Omega into a dirty talking live stream. That was Chantal acting as a predator and using those minors for entertainment. What did Yaba say? Oh, Chantal got porno bombed. She didn't get porno bombed. She lured minors into a filthy talking live stream without their knowledge or consent. You piece of shit. And fucking Frenchie works with Chantal. There is no criminal charge coming from Chantal against Frenchie for stalking and harassing and all the rest of that crap. And also, Frenchie gave Chantal a pass when she made fun of 9/11. I was there for that live stream. It was raised in the stream. And Frenchie said, oh, that's not offensive. Yes, it is. You're both a couple of pieces of fucking shit. None of this garbage is real. And the people who are connected to it for easy cash. Nader El-Shami doesn't care that a woman died over this. Chantal doesn't care. I can't even finish this reaction, and Chantal has gone live twice exploiting this stuff today. I'm just taking a few hours trying to put some real work in to do a real story. I can't even get this thing done, and Chantal has been on live stream a second time, putting herself in the spotlight. And what is it? Yeah, Yaba does not care that a woman died. French fried girl does not care that a woman died. What happens here, it's getting back to the husband. He said that his wife was just trying to cheer herself in the midst of having a tough time. I know I've talked. It's just sometimes I'll play everything he said again so we can pick up with him. People are vulnerable and fragile, and they make poor choices, and they get wrapped up in this stuff. And his wife made moves to get involved, and then she got a whole bunch of hate. She couldn't handle it and took her own life for it. This whole mess is toxic and should be put to an end immediately. More on that later. Let's get to the rest of what he has to say
about trying to be positive about somebody that everyone's being mean to.
With all due respect, this man doesn't know Chantal in the least. And those are his words. She's trying to be, his late wife was trying to be positive about someone everybody's being mean to. We can tell that the fake story was believed by his wife. And he hasn't had time to digest what's going on. And, I'm not, trying to bring criticisms towards this guy. He's got a lot of pain right now. And that's just what he said. He says, she's trying to be positive about someone everyone's being mean to. Chantal's job around here is to come up with fake storylines to make it look like she's in the middle of an ongoing crisis. I told you guys a long time ago, it's like there's so many ways to tell, and one of the ways you tell is that there's one crisis after another, and it keeps happening with regularity. That's not real. People can be on a battlefield somewhere and they don't have as much calamity happening with such regularity. The crisis that Chantal pretends to be having is mirroring the demands of the YouTube algorithm, which wants you to produce stuff on a regular basis. So she has regular calamities happening. They're not real. Some people are more delicate, vulnerable than others, and this man's late wife was one of them. Believed in all this bullshit and got involved. Those are his words. She's trying to be positive about someone. Everybody. Okay. Well, I got it. Well, okay. I don't want to do a funny voice. Okay, I'll just do it straight. I'm rushed because everybody else is going to be approaching this from the wrong way, which is online bullying. I'm rushed. So he's saying that She's trying to be positive about someone that everybody is being mean to. Everybody is not being mean to Chantal. Chantal is putting on a fake storyline for clicks, money, attention, and playing with the emotions of vulnerable people, as I always said she was doing. And it got somebody really vulnerable involved, and Chantal is the demon at the center of all this. It's Chantal's fault. And she should have her channel taken away immediately. This family, I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's just the whole thing is rushed because, you know, this whole reaction community is for the most part horseshit, and I'm rushed. Maybe the Brown family is going to sue, and you know, to put themselves in a better spot, perhaps it would be the best decision for YouTube to get rid of Chantal's channel right away. I mean, it's a long time coming anyway. I mean, haven't we had all enough of this? So let's get back to what he was saying.
And what y'all do? Y'all attacked her, and now she's not with me anymore. I have a 3-month-old child. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 6-year-old. I have a 14-year-old and a 21-year-old. And now I'm all alone. I have no family, no nothing. So you can fuck yourselves.
This man is in a lot of pain, and he is entitled to tell the people whom he believes to be responsible for his late wife taking her own life to go fuck themselves. The problem is he doesn't really know everything about what is going on. And I'm not saying he's stupid. He seems like an intelligent man. And when confronted with all this, his first take on it is his late wife was trying to be nice about somebody whom everybody else is ganging up on, and for that she gets all kinds of hatred and commentary and squawking at her, and she can't take it all, and it's too much, and she takes her life while she's in a very vulnerable state at the time. And what's even worse is that her children have lost their mother, including a 3-month-old. They all lost their mother over Chantal. What this man doesn't understand, and it's not his fault because this is his first take on it, that with his first take, he's pointing at the people who are bringing grief to his late wife. He doesn't get it, that the Chantal storyline is all made up. Chantal is a nobody, a stoner, some morbidly obese loser that does drugs all the time, stares at the floor, and comes up with dirty stories. He doesn't know the long history of this thing. He doesn't understand that Chantal went to OnlyFans and ripped everybody off. And when people said, hey, where's the content? She told them, hey, it's a $10 loss. Take it and weep. Fuck you. He also doesn't know that Chantal's life philosophies are too fucking bad for you, and your happiness is not my responsibility. He doesn't know that she lies all the time. He also doesn't know that the side players, such as Nader El Shami, Yaba, and French Fried Girl, they're all a bunch of animals. They don't care. They're making money off of this right now. He doesn't get it. So what needs to happen is for Chantal to be off the platform. Finally, this has, with its toxicity, damaged somebody so much that after having to sustain a whole bunch of horrible commentary, and it was too much for her. She was vulnerable and took her own life. Chantal is only here for her money. And I'm almost starting to ramble. I gotta stop. Okay, I'm going to give you. Chantal's already gone live. Okay, wait. Okay, first let me play this guy all over again. Okay, it's very short. Let's play it again.
Her name's Laneta Brown, and you can look at her Facebook. We have a GoFundMe up. After y'all's videos, my wife killed herself. You consistently made fun of her. She already didn't have a good mental state. And she was trying to do one last thing to try to make herself feel better about trying to be positive about somebody that everyone's being mean to. And what y'all do? Y'all attacked her. And now she's not with me anymore. I have a 3-month-old child. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 6-year-old. I have a 14-year-old and a 21-year-old. And now I'm all alone. I have no family, no nothing. So you can fuck yourselves.
Chantal has already been live twice today. I'm right as I'm speaking now. It's like 7:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 27, 2023. And the first of the two lives that Chantal did about this to cash in on it and put herself in this spotlight to make herself appear to be important. It's 48 minutes long, and I'm not going to torture you guys with 48 minutes of this. I'm going to give you the first 4 minutes, okay? You're going to get the first 4 minutes, the whole thing, right from the very start, and then you're going to get the last minute and a half, okay? So stick around for this. And the thing is, Chantal, there's no effect. She's a sociopath. If any of us were in her shoes, who would want that? Then her best move would be forcing herself to cry and saying, "Oh, my childhood was much worse than any of you knew, and I'm so sorry about everything, and I'm going to get off this platform, and you're not going to see me for like 4 months, and I'm going to go study the Quran and lose weight." There's no effect. Chantal is so bereft of emotion and so filled with evil, and it's all just business and money, and she's just keeping the fake baloney going. That there's just no effect. So she just shows up and she's giggling about silly gossip, and anyway, this is Chantal. The first reaction and the first of her two lives that she did today. I'm going to give you the first 4 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the last minute and a half. Let's do it.
I forgot to take my medication.
The first thing that she said was, "I have to take my medication." So it's all about Chantal, everybody. And she knew when she was setting up to do the live stream and was going to talk about what had happened that, she was going to do that on camera. So that's the evil mind at work. It's like, yeah, I'll take my pills at the start. So, everybody, feels sorry for me first.
Hi, A+. Aisha. What time is it over there, guys? I don't even know. Is it pretty early in the morning? Hi, golden girl. Nice to see you. Good morning, Habibi. Good morning.
The creature is laughing. Do I make this up? No. She doesn't even think to put on a performance of being upset. Because that would bring some personal responsibility into all this. Because, you're upset. Why? Because, yeah, it's all your fault. So it's like, keep, it's all business and start blaming everybody else. So there's no reason for this monster to pretend to feel any sadness.
Habibti, can you lead us in a prayer? I just did my prayer. It's almost 9 a.m. Oh, it's early. I won't be on long because I have to get off for Isha. It's the final prayer of the day. And it's like 6:41. So, and I need like 10 minutes to do wudu. Mary Poppins. Hi. Hi, I like bugs. Monica, I'll just say hi to you guys. A prayer for the horrible loss, yeah.
There is no feeling. Why would there be? This thing is a monster.
For sure. Is it called dua when you prayer for someone? Learning the prayer is so difficult. Like, it takes practice and practice and practice because there's like one whole part where you have to recite like that verse from the Quran, and I'm trying to learn what it is exactly, like what the meaning of it, with the intention in my heart.
What heart? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, monster?
To learn it and know the meaning in English, but say it in Arabic. Hi, Colleen. Thank you, Golden Girl. I feel so much more at peace. Hi, Breezeth. Hi, Salah. Let's all who believe say a prayer for those beautiful children. Yeah.
Chantal has said many times over the years she hates children.
I got an email actually. I was with Salah and we were having some time together, and I got an email. So I checked it, and someone advising me of what happened. And of course, when you hear that, you don't want it to be true. So I know on all sides that the internet can be a horrible, I'm just going to use the word evil.
That's nice, because that's my word for you. When you keep saying that you have mental illness that you don't have, and eating disorders that you don't have, and you struggle with demons, and it's all because you had a bad relationship with Nader El-Shami, and I just say, you know what, this thing is just evil. End of story.
It's an evil place. And I've said my fair share of horrible things online too. I don't think, I'm just saying all around, but
Can you believe it? I am trying to be informative and at the same time hold your attention. And I'm at a loss for words. Chantal is every bit of a monster as I said. I mean, even more so. And just remember, you're looking through at a Samsung filter. So just imagine how much bigger her head is. And she's talking about someone who took her own life after getting loads of criticism for white knighting for this thing that is there, which is called Chantal, this monster. And she's so easily distracted. Salah and her have got this thing going on, even as just business partners, platonic friends, where, make a wish when the clocks get to 2:22, 3:33, 4:44, 5:55. And I don't know what the times are or why he's saying this. It's like, hey, make a wish, babe. It's 5:55. And she breaks into laughter. And this has taken me even longer. It's now like 8:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 27th. And I just spent even more time trying to find some footage of the woman who took her own life, and I can't find anything. And I had to resort to going to Frenchie's channel to try to pick up a few tidbits. And now I'm going to add some Frenchie footage to the tail end of this. And she acts like a monster too. It's just, Chantal just needs to be off the platform. All this horse shit needs to be set aside permanently. Okay, let's get back to the footage.
Babe. Make a wish, babe. 555. Hi, Colleen. Hi, everybody. I think this is just like, it's horrifying. This person, Laneta, had children. You had reached out to her to try to soften the blows of those who were teasing her so relentlessly. Yeah. Yes. Bugs. Laneta Brown, she had 5 children.
The footage here was almost done, so I didn't want to interrupt. That's a stooge in her chat, and Chantal has a comment waiting. It's like, oh, you reached out to her because of all the teasing that. Oh, yeah. And Chantal says, oh, it's horrifying. She had 5 children. There is no emotion coming from this thing. The story is 100% fake. Vulnerable people believe it. This is the danger of what happens. And wait till I get to the Frenchie footage. I wasn't even going to bother with Frenchie. It's like, what do you do? I mean, she has an avatar and footage from Chantal that I can get myself. And Frenchie is just as much of a monster. I wasn't even going to put her in here. I'm like, this dang reaction is taking so long to finish. Anyway, let's get to the last minute and a half.
All I can do is just keep reporting it and see it. Maybe one day, I think I got an email from YouTube that they removed a video I reported on the 20th of January, but I'm not sure which one. They don't tell you which one it is.
Really then? That's very interesting. How about all the horrible things you've been doing on YouTube for years and, everybody reports it and you just delete it and nothing ever happens, including luring minors in from a megala and have a good dirty talk with a young man who thought that he was talking privately because you did it without his knowledge or consent, and then he exposes himself. And how about that stuff? And it's really good that you're reporting all the bad stuff, Chantal. Good job.
20th, March 23rd would be a nice date. Yeah, true, VI peasant. Can you make a video for tips for traveling to the Middle East for plus size ladies? Sure. How people are making videos posting your legal docs. Yeah.
There the creature goes again, putting itself in the role of victim. It's just like, that's what the channel's all about. Chantal's being attacked. Chantal's suffering. Chantal is having a crisis. Ring the alarm bells. Chantal's in trouble yet again. A woman who was her fan and paying attention to this fake story just took her life. There's no emotion coming from this thing. It doesn't even think to put on a show and fake cry. It's just like somebody posted something because Chantal is a bankrupt, an undischarged bankrupt. Yeah, I'm being attacked again. What about all the money you're walking away from that you don't have to pay? I mean, she's almost got me doing it, like getting me distracted. Someone, we just found out this day, took their own life because they got involved with this spider's web of toxic garbage, and she just wants to sit around and talk about that she's in trouble again because somebody posted something about her being an undischarged bankrupt. I'll be glad for this reaction to be over with. It's just like, what can you say? It's a monster. It's a monster. It's a monster. Monster.
It's insane. It's insanity. It's just crazy to me. It's so invasive. Yeah, just pick apart my videos. That's one thing. Exactly. And I'm really just trying to do content, especially with our couples vlogs, just trying to entertain people. I want to be an entertainer.
No, you do not want to be an entertainer. You want lots of free, easy money and cheap tricks and gimmicks to get it with. That's what you want. And the Nader El-Shami story was supposed to reach its crescendo with a criminal trial, and then it's like, well, there never were any charges, so you had to back off of it. And then what did we have, right? It's like having a problem with drugs. You want to get that initial high, and you keep going back and using more and more, and it's like you got to stop and say, this is toxic, walk away from it. So what you did was set up a fake story, and it was supposed to get to the the big game, for lack of a better term. And then there is no big game because it was all fake. It's just like you're thinking another lie, a bigger lie, more money. Okay, where's the big game? There is no big game. So you had to retreat. And then it's, well, where does it go? Okay, let's somehow start up another channel. I just want to have like the couples channel. It's a Canadian in Kuwait. It's going to be so exotic. I'm going to make it with this dirtbag friend of Nader's. And it's going to be so wild because I'm going to put on this costume and it's going to look so different, and I'm going to draw so much attention and money. And no, you're not in a relationship with the guy. You don't want to be an entertainer. You just want lots of money, and you're going to lie to get it. And you keep Nader on as a sidecar, and you always portray yourself as a beset victim of crises, which are all not real. And somebody unfortunately believed in it and got heat, and it pushed them to taking their own life. And we just have this bag of garbage, which is what you are, Chantal, telling lies on a platform that you should be removed from.
Oh, maybe it will be March 23rd. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go because the call to prayer is going to be soon. I have a really cool prayer app that like does the call to prayer on my phone, and then I can do wudu and get ready to pray. So yes. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. All right.
Strange that earlier on Chantal was talking about evil. As I've said many times, career liars such as this thing always send legit criticism and charges back. And so it's evil, and then it wants to have a talk about the evil of the internet and sends everything back. Like, here is the man and the kids, and his wife took her life because people that don't like Chantal were bringing tons of mean-spirited criticism towards his wife. And I mean, it's not her to blame. It's this thing for playing with the emotions of vulnerable people. If you have like around 15,000 views per, you're guaranteed going to be running into some people who are vulnerable. And if you do not have a conscience and you don't have feelings, it doesn't bother you. And so you just carry on and carry on and carry on. And like, here's a casualty. The woman that took her own life. And Chantal is breaking into laughter off and on throughout. I expect that for the rest of her, 48 minutes, she's just laughing every few minutes. What is this thing doing, enjoying tons of money on this platform? How is this happening?
Okay, thanks for this little short stream, guys. Again, check out my community post if you can help in any way. That would be much appreciated, I'm sure, for the family. I gotta go. Bye.
Do you want to know how much money she gave? $50. So at least I don't have to worry about accidentally saying her real name. The reason why I don't say her real name is because I intend to tell her if she ever mentions my real name on her channel, because she says that I've criminally harassed her. Yeah, she can call me FBRC and other silly names. If she ever mentions my real name on the channel, then I might come after her legally. So just as an act of being sensible, anyway, there it is, Chantal Sorrell. And it says, my deepest sympathies, may Laneta rest in peace, and I will pray for your family and children. My heart is broken. Nobody needs prayers from an atheist pretending to be religious and her heart broken. No, because there's no emotion displayed. And if there was any emotion felt, then she would take a break out of respect. And it's all so ugly and wrong. So what do we have left? Frenchie, which I really wanted to keep out of this. It's just that I came in here with guns blazing, and I said that, Frenchie was an effing piece of crap, and same thing for Yaba, because, I'm feeling it for real, because what Chantal is doing is evil, and it makes me so angry for her to turn everything around and say that the internet is evil and say that everybody else is evil when that thing is evil. And I wanted some footage of Laneta, and I couldn't find any. And, I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive, and so I got to get this thing done on the day this stuff happened. So it's now 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 27th, 2023, and I'm still not done. And the reason why I'm just talking casually is because I'm drunk. And I'm using it to try to help me to get this thing done, because it's tragic, and I just wanted to get some footage. And I couldn't find any of Laneta. And so I was like an hour and a half trying to find something, and I can't. So I had to go to Frenchie to find some gossip on the story or some data on it. And I got what I wanted. It's just that, as expected, Frenchie has no heart. And I'm going to now, because now it's stuck in my craw, I have to share it. And so we're going to finish this reaction. and then I gotta like do a final check, and then I gotta upload it. So I gotta end it now to get it done before midnight. And what Frenchie does is she runs her same bullshit. Like, I have the best, as long as I'm drunk, I'm really pissed off at this channel and the way that it's treated. It does the best work. I put in tons of work, and I get shit views. My views are shit. And my introduction is the best in the business. The Real Crochetter is an amazingly talented man. His friend Bettina, that intro that they did is worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and it does not get old either. And Frenchie's intro is just a fucking clip art music with a bunch of ugly clips. And the thing is, Frenchie ran it to talk about. You see, the Crochetter's introduction, which is a version of my song that I wrote, is joyful. And so I don't run it because there's nothing joyful in this. Frenchie runs her disgusting little intro, which is all like horse shit and depravity about Chantal. Frenchie is a monster, an animal. Same thing with Chantal. And it doesn't matter how much I say it, even with someone having perished at the hands of this toxicity. Nobody's getting, their channels terminated, except for me if I say too much. So I know this is a rambling way to end this. It's just, I don't care. I might as well be honest, because it's only going to get like 1,200 views at the most, and then everybody moves on. So we're going to end with Frenchie, and I'm going to fast forward through her disgusting introduction, which is not what any decent human would have played to talk about a woman who took her own life. So let's just do it, and then some comments to get this fucking thing over with.
Hey, girl gang. What up, everybody? It's so good to see you guys. Happy Friday, everyone.
Where is the emotion? Not only did Frenchie play her same, silly introduction with no respect. I mean, she's got to be about Chantal's age. So we're talking 40? And she plays her gross introduction. And she says, hey, everybody, happy Friday. What are you talking about? Laneta, I'll be honest, I never met her. I never talked to her. I've never even seen any of her videos. I just know that she's a minor player in all this stuff. She has a weakened mental state and was white knighting for Chantal. People gave her a lot of crap, and she took her own life. And we're only finding out about it today, January 27th, 2023. And here goes Frenchie with her opening move, which is Happy Friday. These people are animals. Okay, let's hurry up.
Nice early stream on this Friday. I have a lot to say today. We're going to be, of course, doing a reaction to the live that Chantal just did not too long ago. Before any of that, let's just discuss a little bit of what's going on. A little explanation to the live that we're about to watch. For anybody who doesn't know, Lil Mama was a Chantal super fan, created a channel, and was making videos. Okay. Now, to just clear up some confusion, yesterday we were live and someone in the chat said that Yo Mama was sniping us. And I said, hey, Lil Mama, because I've been calling Yo Mama Lil Mama for a while now. Okay.
So even though you work with Chantal for your handsome living, given that all you do is speak lies and get paid for it on this platform, you can't even get the name straight. Fuck.
Not the same person. I'm talking about the actual account, Lil Mama. Lil Mama had been making a few videos, just really attacking certain people, me, one of them.
The woman is dead. And she left behind 5 kids. One of them 3 months old. Like, Are you sure you're even a woman? Like, are you even human? Do you have any feelings at all? What the fuck?
I never acknowledged her existence. Even one. We never discussed Lil Mama here at all. And there's, certain reasons that I never acknowledged Lil Mama. First of all, I always say I never give people who are trying to get my attention that attention. I'm someone who likes to starve of the attention. It's just what I do.
Just so you know, bitch, I'm not trying to get your attention, nor am I interested in it. The people that I have here in my small community are fantastic folks, and you have animals following you. So, I'm not trying to get your fucking attention, okay? Don't flatter yourself, you fucking animal.
So that's the first reason that I never did. And second of all, there was clearly some deep mental issues at play there. You could tell by watching the videos.
Yes, and that is the most important thing. When I was confronted with this woman unaliving herself with my live stream, I said then she had to have been in a weakened mental state. I said something along those lines. And that is the whole story, which is what you do by pretending this Nader Chantal thing is real when it is not, and upholding all this horse shit. You make vulnerable people believe it, and they're susceptible to getting involved. And that's what this lady did. And she got a lot of criticism for it. She couldn't deal with, took her own life. Yeah, that's the most important thing. So why don't you show some fucking respect? No, you're just going to make it all about things that do not matter. Go on. Carry on, you piece of fuck.
I tend to just stay away from even addressing any of that stuff. Another example would be Dragon Lord Frodo. There's another reason that I never really acknowledged Dragon Lord Frodo, even though he came for me and in the violent things that he was saying. Stuff. There are reasons that I just don't acknowledge. You know what I mean? For the same reason I don't acknowledge Dragon Lord Frodo is the same reasons that I never acknowledged Lil Mama.
The woman is dead, you monster. She got caught up in the toxic web of lies that you and Chantal and Yaba and all your supporting players and Nader and Didi provide, which is all for clicks and money. Sure, it's okay if people want to put together a good drama and get people involved as a drama. You fuckers present it as if it's real when it isn't. And you're acting all indifferent? And let me remind everybody that the whole point of your fucking reaction was to talk about Chantal and get right back to another day at the office, you piece of shit.
Anyway, all I had known of Lil Mama, I had only known about Lil Mama's existence for about a week. And all I had seen of Lil Mama was her accusing me of hurting the dogs. That was all I needed to know. You know, like, that's it. I'm not giving it any more attention, whatever. So Lil Mama's husband apparently made a video.
Not apparently, you idiot. Actually, it's been reported on by other third-party news sources. All right, it's for real, you stupid bitch.
Short, telling everybody that Lil Mama had taken her own life. So that's the news of the day. That is what has allegedly happened. And I feel stupid even saying allegedly. Here's how I feel about it. I know there's a lot of skepticism in the community right now over what's happened. I'm choosing to, of course, believe. I know there have been cases of people making this kind of stuff up before, but as a default, that's not where my brain goes.
You do not have a brain. You have a demon's tail and horns, and everything comes from those.
My brain goes to believing when somebody says that. So I'm believing. I'm so sorry for their loss.
You are not sorry in the least. This was an enormous tragedy, and you're showing no emotion. And from what you have to say and what you're doing with this reaction is just to get right back to business as usual. And you're not calling for an end to all of these toxic lies, which finally have reached a vulnerable person and led them to having so much damage done to them that they took their own lives. And it's you and Yaba and Chantal who made this unaliving happen, and you don't even care.
The family's lost. There were 5 children in that family. They've lost their mother. That's horrific. So I'm so sorry for the loss of those 5 children specifically. The husband basically came out in a short and blamed online bullying for what happened to his wife. Okay. His wife was suffering postpartum depression.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, ongoing from something that we don't know of. And in addition to that, postpartum depression from her recent giving birth to the 3-month-old baby. Yeah, get the story right, you fucking piece of shit.
Has a 3-month-old baby. Okay, that's what the husband had to say. So then Chantal came out, of course, and made a live stream about the situation, but turned it all about her. And the hypocrisy in her stream was very, very real. So that is what we're going to be reacting to today.
So you just carry on. It's another day at the office. You got to react to what Chantal has provided. You got to make your 20,000 views per and your thousands and thousands of dollars a month. And Chantal as well. I mean, you're not going to stop and say, oh, by the way, it's all horseshit. I mean, you're the one that, breathlessly talks about Cokie this and Cokie that. I mean, I gave your channel a bit of a chance like way back, and I figured, all right, you got the gift for the gab, you got high energy, and then it's like, what? Every 5 seconds, Cokie, you're part of the fucking problem. You work with her. Hey, let me know when Chantal's going to charge you with criminal harassment, huh? And when she doesn't do it, when are you going to put up a fucking video that says this is all bullshit and lies? You won't, ever, because you're making big money off of it, you piece of shit.
Again, all I'm going to say to the family of Lil Mama is I'm so sorry for your loss. And that 5 kids are now going to grow up without their mom. That's extremely, extremely sad.
Piece of shit. You're not sorry for anything. You're just making human noises, you monster. You're just as bad as Chantal. You want to get back to another day in the office. You want to keep making your money on this fucking grift. Oh, I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Now let's get back to making money, you piece of shit, you piece of shit, you piece of shit.
Before we get into the reaction, I see you guys in the chat that she has apparently put up a community tab post. I've been seeing you guys in the chat. I just wanted to get that out first. Also, before we get into anything today, can we just make a deal? We can agree to disagree on some stuff here as a group, but let's not be attacking today. Let's just keep cool heads today, okay? Nobody knows besides the family really what's going on. I'm certainly let's not be attacking.
Like what? Do you mean by let's not be attacking? What could you be talking about? Could it be perhaps calling into question your role in this ongoing fake drama, which plays with the emotions of vulnerable people? I'm the one that said it over and over and over and over for a long time. The Chantal channel and its supporting players such as you, Frenchie, exploit the emotions of vulnerable people. And that woman was a vulnerable person who got caught up in this mess. That's why she took her own life. Because she was vulnerable, because she was weak, and you're part of the fucking problem, you piece of garbage.
Anyone in the family or anything like that. Yeah, be respectful today, please. Please. And like always, but this is deep. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. We're going to get into it. Before we do, here's her community tab.
Here we go. Right back to it. Liar and supporting liar. Back for another day at the office. You got to make your 20,000 views per. She's got to make her 11,000 views per. The two of you should be in prison for a long time and off this platform forever.
Post. Let me get the tab. Oh boy. Here it is. Hey, excuse me, FFG, but calling me a hypocrite?
That is it. That is where it ends. Frenchie is going in for another day at the office to get her 20,000 views per. And with Laneta Brown having taken her own life, it's going to be more profitable than ever. She's going in there to get her money over and over again. She's going to go talk about Chantal with her fake relationship with Nader El-Shami and her fake marriage with Salah. All fake, 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 evil, fake, evil, fake. Frenchie's part of the problem, and she's in there to make her money. She pretended, oh, this is so terrible. The Four family. She doesn't care. Frenchie's a monster. Chantal's a monster. Yaba's a monster. If I knew about... Oh, yeah, here's another one. Zachary Michael. Zachary Michael's going to do a reaction. He's going to say, I want to talk to you about online bullying. You son of a bitch. It's about this fake storyline. Chantal is a monster, who's lying to people and playing with their emotions, and they finally ended up hurting somebody who was vulnerable, and they took their own life. Shame on all of them. YouTube, remove these devils from this platform. Please. There's nothing else to say.